Hi everyone. First of all, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Jamie. I'm an external recruitment consultant for Innovation HR. As you're aware, I'm here today to discuss the recruitment and selection of the graduate trainees. The way I see recruitment and selection is of an iceberg. The tip of the iceberg is the selection process. It is what everyone sees, whereas the recruitment is the main structure of the selection decision. It may not be viewed, but is what attracts eligible candidates to apply for positions within a company. Essentially, the advertising of a job is selling the position to potential candidates that meet the organization's requirements, which is set during the recruitment process. Today, we will be focusing on the recruitment that supports the selection process, as Oz International needs to invest more energy and resources into this sector. We will be discussing potential business, ethical, and legal implications that apply to hiring more people and discussing methods to build strong recruitment foundation that attracts and retains employees. The first aspect is the job design. This can be the most critical aspect of the whole recruitment process as it's directly traced to the organization's strategy and vision. The job design is defining who, what, where, why, and how. Who requires this position and who will they report to? What is its intended purpose? Where is the position located? Why does this position exist? And how does this achieve organization strategy? Once the job is designed, then the job analysis will begin. Job analysis is a systematic process that identifies a key area of what organization needs for individual employees. This is identifying the job's essential duties, tasks, and responsibilities. It is establishing what is required to successfully perform the position in regards to professional experience, education, qualifications, physical and emotional characteristics. Understanding these dynamics of the position is important to find the right candidate, not only for the employer, but also the employee. Job analysts can be used when a vacant position becomes available. It can be used to find out why there is a need to hire another staff member. This could be due to a position opening with someone leaving, creating a new position, or redefining a position due to change in demand or restructure. This is where Oz International needs to focus on. As you will agree in this meeting, that there is not a set requirement to follow. The graduate trainee position doesn't have a set direction, nor does it have an outline of what characteristics are required for the position. This makes the selection process extremely difficult and in most cases ends up on the discretion of the person in charge of hiring. This creates cracks in the selection process because they are more susceptible to personal biasness or hiring someone that is not suitable fit for the position. For example, Donna, you're in charge of the selection. The candidate you interview is highly intelligent and meeting your requirements of being in the top 5% of population in intelligence. Therefore, you offer the candidate position of graduate trainee. Except this person doesn't have the social skills required to fit the organization's culture and is not a team player, resulting in Kim and Cindy not being happy with the work. And once again, another mistake in recruitment is made by Donna acting on behalf of her personal bias. So continuing on with job analysis is determining the compensation package for potential candidates. Compensation is something to be taken very seriously with recruitment, as it plays a vital role in attracting and retaining good people. It's no secret that the candidate are drawn to organizations that have healthy pay packages or extra perks and benefits. Organizations should investigate into what their competitors are offering their employees and become competitive. If the competition are offering higher pay or better incentives, then it can make it difficult to attract and retain good people. Facts from the global statistics shaping recruitment trends identify 52% of job seekers look up salary information before applying. And therefore, the more you can entice people to want to work with the company, the better results you will receive from the recruitment process. This doesn't have to be financial benefits. Studies, again from the Global Statistics Shaping Recruitment Trends, show that 60% of millennial job seekers consider growth opportunities to be the best perk of a job. If Oz International wants to attract good trainees and keep the trainees long term, then it is ideal to offer benefits such as additional training, mentoring, or career development. Once the enumeration package is determined by all relevant information of the prior 3 steps are compacted into one document, making the job description. The job description is an essential tool for management and employees to refer to when clarifying the position's expectations, duties, who they report to, and the trainee enumeration. The job description doesn't only describe the job, but it's a person's specification that summarizes the person's abilities, skills, competency, and knowledge required. If Donna entered the interview with a clear, complete job description, she would be able to effectively communicate the expectations of the position, what is expected from them, how the company plans on supporting and rewarding them, all from one document. The job description has outlined the desirable selection criteria. Now, we are wanting to attract the right candidates by advertising the position in the right platforms, is selling the business, and being an employer of choice. For the graduate trainee, you would be likely looking more for in the younger generation, the generation that is at the start of their career looking for experience. So you may look up advertising in such platforms as internet job search, social media, or TV to maximize finding for the right person for the position. You also don't want to be bombarded with resumes that are not applicable to the advertised job. And the way to minimize this is to be straight to the point of what you are looking for and the qualification skills required. However, even though your demographic is the younger generation entering in the workforce, you must carefully word your advert to include all demographics that meet the set desirable selection criteria. Systematic approach is giving selection stability. It doesn't matter if Donna or anyone else in the management. Human resource team is in control of the selection because the detailed recruitment is making the process structured. It is giving the selection team guidelines on what the company is looking for and how to connect what they are looking for with the organization's strategy. So before conducting any methods of selection, we need to discuss ethics and how to prevent unethical behavior from occurring. As literature connects positive working attitudes with organizations that use ethical selection criteria and maintain an ethical culture climate that meets or exceeds employees' expectations. Strengthening an ethical content would serve to enhance how employees feel about their employment situations, encouraging them to work more diligently to complete their job requirements, as well as provide the organization advantages in the recruitment and retention of quality employees. The selection process should contribute to a workforce that values ethical behavior as something to inspire to and attract people who want to see high ethical standards applied at work. The selection process could be seen as the first aspect of the company acting ethically. Let's discuss ethical considerations during the recruitment and selection process. Starting off with, candidates should be hired due to merit. This is one of the most important ethical considerations in the recruitment and selection, as organizations should be employing the best person for the position based on knowledge, experience, skills, and ability to suit the organization. By implementing the recruitment process that we discussed earlier, this will assist in hiring due to merit, as detailed checklists will be implemented. Each candidate should be given the same consideration in selection. When interviewed, each candidate should be given the same opportunities to impress and show their talents. When offering the position, candidates need to be aware of the terms and conditions of employment. It is unethical to mislead them in believing the position is offering is something that it's not. For example, if there's no job progression in the position and the candidate is looking to build a career, then you should advise them and not mislead them. The ethical considerations are aspects of respect and doing what is right and are not obligated by law to act in an ethical manner. Now we will discuss the main legal requirements relevant to the recruitment and selection. by a workplace that protects the minority of people can create a good workplace culture, improve productivity, increase efficiency, and attract and retain good people. To assist Oz International in recruiting in a fair and discrimination-free way, you should develop effective policies and the best practice guidelines. The Australian Human Rights released a step-by-step guide to prevent discrimination in recruitment. Number 1, deciding on the recruitment process. It's important for recruiters to understand their rights and responsibilities in creating anti-discrimination and anti-harassment workplace for all employees and candidates when deciding on the recruitment process. Number 2, job description. When writing a job description, avoid reference to personal characteristics such as age, race, or sex. Number 3, application process. Application process may disadvantage certain people. Think about whether you need to adjust the process to accommodate the needs of the applicants from different cultures, backgrounds, or people with disabilities. Number 4 is advertising the job. Discriminatory advertising is against the law. Fines will be applied to organizations and individuals. You can mention personal characteristics such as age, sex, and race, only if they are generally requirements of the job. Number 5 is shortlisting applications. Shortlisting applications according to the requirements of a job. Do not allow personal bias, myths, or stereotypes to influence your decision. Number 6, interviewing applications. Make sure all applications have equal opportunity to participate in their interview and explain why they are the best for the position. Number 7 is conducting the interview. This interview should be conducted in a venue that is accessible to people with disabilities. The interview should be structured so all candidates are asked the same selected questions. And number 8 is gathering information after the interview. The additional information you may use to select the successful candidate can come from references, medical tests, physiological and aptitude tests, and criminal record checks. Offering the job to make sure your selection is fair and non-discriminative, you should focus on the selection criteria and how the candidate's skills and abilities match these. Check that your decision is not influenced by personal bias, myths, or stereotypes. Use all the information available, including application, information gathered at the interview, and reference checks to make your final decision. And finally, record your decision and the reasons for them. So my recommendations are to streamline your recruitment process, communicate recruitment with all management, promote employee brand, limit the cost of recruitment, and training and understanding in legislation. So does anyone have any questions for me or concerns? Thank you.